Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the ninth session in the series of Experiencing Your Best Life. I'm Kathy Ramford, your host from Extraordinary Ordinary Life. So tonight, the energies have been building actually since last week. So I hope you've been all working really hard and just really letting those energies absorb into your life and just using it to boost your experiences. So tonight, it's going to be fantastic as always. So sit back, relax, close your eyes, and let's begin the journey. Okay, so on the next deep breath in, as you release, just feel all that tension just slide off your body. Have you ever seen those movies or little short clips of just a piece of ice breaking off a glacier? How it's just crack, crack, a little bit of shudder, and then it just slides off the glacier. And yes, it just ends up in the water and it creates some waves, which you may feel as it rocks the boat. Or if you're standing on the shore, you can see the waves just splashing on the shore from that iceberg that's just slid off the glacier. So as you're breathing deeply and normally, each out breath, just feeling just some more unwanted, unneeded, unnecessary stuff just slide off you. It can slide off your skin. It can just slide off your liver, your stomach, your small intestine, your large intestine. It does not matter where, energetically, holographically, it's all the one thing. You can just feel that majestic, oh, as it just slides off you. And you're aware of the ripple effects it causes as it slides off you, going back to source, sending messages back to the universe as you're growing, as you're expanding all of this excess, unwanted, unneeded stuff, baggage, whatever you want to call it from your perspective. It just slides off. And at some point, I invite you to imagine you are opening your eyes, having had that image of just huge icebergs, little icebergs just sliding off you. And I invite you to imagine or pretend you are opening your eyes and you're resting in a bright, bright glade. You can hear birds chirping, crickets chirping, sorry, birds tweeting, crickets chirping. You can hear water babbling along somewhere. And in the distance, you can hear what sounds like a carnival, a fair, a group of people. It's not loud, it's just soft and gentle. So you get up and imagine or pretend you find a perfect path right in front of you, and you start following it out of the glade with the sunshine into the shade of the trees, taking in that deep breath of fresh, loamy trees and feeling just that connection with the trees, the growth, the steadiness, the ability to take matter from the air around it and create 80% of their bulk. Stepping forwards, knowing that you've joined the 1% club, meaning that every day you do or you participate in your life experiences 1% more than you did the day before. Just 1% more participation in your life. Every day you have awareness. You're walking through this forest. You get glimpses of the golden sunshine as it's pulsing down. And in the meantime, you come to this fair just naturally, easily, gently. And in front of you, there's a lot of things to see, yes, but in front of you, there's this ride. It's called the Bubble Ride to Another Universe. The Bubble Ride to Creation. The Bubble Ride to being the co-creator and architect of your experience. So you walk forwards towards this bubble ride, walk up the steps. You have a ticket. Your ticket is showing your red gem, the gem you received that is creation in this reality, is a tool to support you by showing that gem. You're allowed on, you step in to your bubble. And as you step into your bubble, you feel that shielding snap up around you. You can see and observe reality outside. You know the bubble is permeable. It allows information, people, circumstances, and events that support you and your experience to permeate through. And it allows your wants, needs, and desires to pulse outwards so that you can magnetically attract them back to you in the perfect people, circumstances. And yet, as the bubble starts disconnecting and floating off on this ride, the ride to the source of creation, you know and aware and feel fully embedded in the fact that you are creating your own journey. You are creating your experiences that you desire in this reality. And your next deep breath out, you find your bubble floating upwards and upwards to almost like a vortex. It's dark, and yet on the other side you feel this joy, this love, this certainty, this peace radiating back at you, even more so than from within the bubble. Do you know you are heading in the right direction to the exit of this reality? 2178, the infinite number that exits you from this reality, is over the title of the door. And as you pass through that entryway, that vortex into the vortex, Just feel the tingles pulsing down your body. First the left side, top of the head, down the arm, left side of the body, left leg. And on the in-breath, feel the tinglings coming up your right leg, right side of the body, right arm, right head to pulse off. Just feeling this tingling as you're changing from one reality to the next, into source, into creation. And tonight, we're going even further than some would say source is. Whoa, and now we feel like we're on a slippery slide, just sliding down. It's exciting. It could be a bit scary, but in that excitement, scary way. We're going to commune with and communicate with the original consciousness. And you can feel yourself zipping down a whole complex spiral, twists and turns. It's exciting, rather like if any of you have ever been on a water slide at a water park that goes round and down and up and over and spin and slip. But it's also thrilling and exciting. And you can feel this like excitement building up in your stomach along with this golden energy that's pulsing out through your whole bodies, whole bodies, whole bodies, whole bodies, because you're feeling light and refreshed and excited, and you're moving into creation, and you're having this conversation, and you'll have all your questions. You can ask questions, but pulsing out, zipping around, and then suddenly you shoot out the end of that tube, skipping over the waters of creation, the source of life, into a space where there's golden energy, into the time, into the space, and the instance of creation of this universe, however you perceive it to be, but it's an absolute instant, microsecond, the breath between breaths just after creation. And here we are in this space, and all that's here is this golden energy. But feeling into this golden energy, there's a consciousness there. Nothing esoteric like God or anything like that, but just the consciousness of creation. And a curiosity, because you are now at the point of creation. And this consciousness has become aware of you, of your life's journey, of your path here. And this consciousness is curious about you. Time space is just a coordinate. There's no start, there's no beginning, there's no end. There just is. So at any point, you can find yourself here at the absolute instance of creation. With this consciousness that's mightily curious, and the energy which can be used to create stars, galaxies, everything that we perceive to know in this realm and the next, and the things that we perceive to not know as well. So in this point of creation, imagine or pretend that you have decided to have some life experiences, and you start building an avatar, a body. And that body, as it forms, you can form it from the inside out. You can form it layer by layer. That's often depicted in movies. However you choose to form this avatar, notice that it's got this perfect shape, this perfect ability to recreate and heal itself, this perfect ability to adapt to many different environments. For example, it can swim in water, it can walk up mountains, it can exist in the snow, it can exist in the desert. It's a fantastic creation, this avatar, this body. And for those of you who'd like a different analogy, imagine or pretend you're creating some clothes for the perfect adventure, for the perfect experience. Either way, you have created this perfect avatar to experience everything you wish to desire to experience in order for you to learn to become a creator. In order for you to have experiences, in order for you to go on at some point and eventually help and support other consciousness, learn and experience the realm that we're in. Just taking a deep breath in, feeling some of you are still making your avatar. That's perfectly okay. But looking at your avatar, some of you may be looking at it going, well, that doesn't really look like me. And that's okay. So in the next breath, imagine or pretend your current body is now in this space, looking at the perfect avatar that you have created. And from the two, you can see that really they are exactly the same. It's just that the one you know have now has a lot of miscellaneous code and programming, life experiences that have changed, that have morphed, that have moved. So having experienced creating an avatar, I invite you to take your own avatar, the avatar you have now, and just start pulling out that excess code. Cleaning up all of the, let's go, bad experiences in your life. Not that they're gone, they just have the emotion and removed from them. They're simply an event that happened now. Now, there may be some fear coming up, letting go of anything, fear around if I change this, I'll never have my children, for example. But that's okay. This is only changing you. Your experiences will ripple through time and be in the perfect place for you. You are at the point of creation. There is no future. There is no past. So allowing the process to continue to occur on your physical avatar, removing all the excess coding and experiences that no longer serve you, allowing that to continue. I would draw your attention to the original consciousness, the point of creation. At the point of creation was consciousness, energy, and 7 perspectives. What are the perspectives? You've often heard some of them: as above, so below, as within, so without. We have worked through some of these in the sessions in indirect ways. That's 4 perspectives. What are the other 3? Number 5 and number 6 are as the past, so the future. Number 7 is 1. Number 7 is now. Number 7 is you. Everything is about you. You are a co-creator of creation. You are a curious being. You are creating and drawing to you circumstances, experiences, and people to have experiences, to have some shifts. Now, as we're doing this, you may feel little tingles, tweaks in your body, in your physical body, where you're laying on the or relaxing, listening to my voice. And this is threads being pulled out that no longer suit you. And what's it being replaced with, you asked? Pure, unfiltered, original consciousness. And as you feel that, those tingles, those tweaks, those minuscule adjustments occurring in your physical body, feel original consciousness landing in. What is original consciousness for you? Original consciousness is you in your highest, purest point of creation, immortal being. And as you find your immortal being landing more, having more space, having more consciousness in this realm, in this body is the interaction point. The body is the body that you have built, that you are tweaking, that you are adjusting. Feel almost like your eyes are open, but all you can see is this golden energy, because this energy is flowing through your whole body. You can imagine it coming down through your crown, through your head, through your neck, through your chest cavity, through your abdominal cavity, down through your legs, earthing into the earth, and then pulsing back up. But all this energy is doing is bringing in more and more of your awareness as an immortal being. in an avatar, in a construct that you have made in order to walk this realm and have experiences that you desire. Just feeling there's tweaks and tingling happening all over for all of you. And you are in your bubble, your shield, your bubble. You know, what's that saying? What's that saying about bubbles? You're in your own little bubble. You're in your own little world. Yes, you are in your own little world, and it's pulsing through this whole reality. And in your world, you find that $50 as you're walking along. You get, I'm going to go that job, but also getting that most of you listening to this don't want that job. You want to work more in this space, in the space of evolving and experiencing, of moving through this world realm with curiosity and wonder, whether that's helping your kids, your grandkids, or whether that's traveling the world, meeting new people and experiences. So this will continue to occur. There's a lot of integration that's going on for you guys. And what I can also suggest and say is that a certain amount will happen each time you listen to this. So the more you listen to this, more will change, and you will anchor in more and more of your immortal soul in this reality. And what does that mean? The more of your real immortal soul that's in here, the more awareness you have of how you can walk this realm and have the experiences that you wish. And there's in a with your immortal soul landing into this avatar, this doesn't mean that you're not also out at the point of creation. You're an immortal soul. You are creation. In this reality, you co-create. The part of you, of your mortal soul that's in here, co-creates with the holography and the part of you that is outside of this holography. You have some tools through these sessions that you can use, imagine or pretend you can bring into this space. So there's a lot of integration happening, but now I invite you and remind you to come in, allow your body, your bubble to float gently across the waters of creation to the side of this reality where it just gently infuses back through into this realm. And as you do, you find yourself looking down upon yourself, laying and relaxing wherever you are, gently floating down to that body, to that avatar. And as you get closer, you can feel more and more tingling happening throughout your whole body, feeling refreshed, relaxed, confident, excited, but most of all, curious of the changes that you will experience in your life in the next day, in the next week, in the next month. as you magnify your presence in this world and draw in through your magnificent self, through your awareness of this realm, of this reality, drawing into yourself to experience. And I'm going to say, starting with the little things, that's by no means diminishing and saying that you can only do little things, but experience the little things. And Spirit's just reminded me, look after the pennies and the pounds, look after themselves. What that means, it's not about money, it's about practice, experience, be grateful for everything that you're experiencing. Pay attention to the things that positively enhance your life and release that doesn't. And if something comes up that's not particularly present, remember the other part to this reality is that's just a distraction. So turn away from the distraction and look for the positive experience that must be there in your field. The great things about distractions is that they're letting you know there and then there's something in your field that's absolutely perfect for you. And on that note, take a deep breath in, relax, and come back to reality when you're ready. Good night and thank you.